Watch this video, then we'll talk.
Bro, this man behind me is like following these little girls, and I'm like, you can see, like he'll like slow down, like these little girls, mind you, little girls, and I'm like, okay, let me do something. So I kind of got in the middle of them, and I told him, I was like, just go ahead, like I'm gonna like, not create a diversion, but like get in the middle of them so they can get ahead, because like they're walking faster, and like you can just tell it's so crazy. And now see, yeah, he slowed down. It's so creepy. I'm gonna make sure they get in safe. Like, he went around, I guess, like to meet them, making sure they get in the house. This is wild. Little one is like looking behind her because she's like nervous. I feel like he went back this way, so I'm just gonna make sure because they're closer to home. But for her to look around, for her to be that scared. Okay, they got in the house. There's an older one and a younger one, and they slowed down. She's like, I just want to say thank you, the younger one. She's like, yeah, because like he was like watching us the whole time. Like he would slow down, like pace, just to get like near them. And you can tell, like, you know, you see a baby. That's a baby. Choose the bear.
Now let's take a moment. What on earth is on my back? Oh, never mind. It's my hair. Okay, so now let's take a moment to look at some of these comments. Thank you. It's so disheartening that girls cannot simply exist without being outside, preyed upon by creeps. I literally said this while I was getting between them. They simply went to the store. So many stories of these babies just going to the store. You did good. We need more people like you, especially in this era of citizens journalism. People speculate more often than get involved. Spooky. Let's just now, okay. We're going to circle back to that comment. As a female, thank you. As a mother, thank you. As a mother of 2 females, thank you. There's just a lot of thanks that's happening here. Good on you for intervening and making sure they got home safe. And then I just want to focus on this last one right here. It's interesting to see a grown man who would never be followed in his life experience the stress of just being a girl walking. Thank you for helping them. And before we circle back to that other comment, I just want to focus on down here. I forgot to mention it. Might be one of the girls, but never not being a man for my girls, you know? Basically saying, for those of you who might not understand, he is a gay man, and when it comes to putting on the masculinity needed to protect girls, he has no issue doing that. That's me translating for those who need the extra help. Now let's get to this comment. But before we get to this comment and my thoughts on all of this, hi, my name is Shayna. I'm a journalist. On this platform, I talk a lot about decentering men and child-free living through an intersectional lens. If any of that sounds interesting to you, please like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to double check. Unfortunately, a lot of people have been getting removed from this platform. And if you would like to learn how to become a freelance journalist, that way you could share your thoughts, your passions, your ideas to a wider audience, be that on YouTube or, for me, it's on publications. So if you would like to do that, make money doing it, also get free stuff along the way. I have a course that teaches you how to do that. Information is in the description. And that's the other thing. If you are interested in my thoughts when it comes to like TV shows, movies, travel, because I am moving to Thailand in a couple of days. Any information on that, head over to my Patreon. And now let's dive into this. Oh, and if you would like to leave a gift, ways to do that are in the description. Now let's dive into this. Especially in this era of citizens journalism, people speculate more often than getting involved. Spooky. The way that in my life, and I've said this multiple times on this platform, the only people that have actually stood in the gap, that have protected me from a real life danger in front of me, have been queer people and women. That's it. Never in my life has a straight man stood up for me when I physically needed protecting. Were they around? Yes. Did they know me? Some of them, yes. Did some of them not know me? A lot of them. Only queer people and women have stood up and protected me. And it just seems to continue going on and on. It is what this video also, just so you guys know at this point, what day is it? I don't know what day it is. This video has 3.5 million views and an endless stream of comments saying thank you and I wish more people like you existed. And let us not forget, at the end of this video, this creator says, just choose the bear. And there's a very small amount of men that follow this platform. So this isn't really for them. This is more for the women and femmes that are constantly being shamed or being put into conversations where they say, well, why don't you just trust more men? Why don't you just put yourself out there? Why don't you make more man friends and whatever? Until all of them can act like this, stand in the gap, make sure that we are safe, because the villains out there, sure, it's not all men, but it is always a man. Men need to prove themselves to being safe people in order for us to be in community with them. My male friends, my guy friends, I don't have many of them, but the ones that I have, I love, I adore. They have put themselves in the gap for me when I have been around. Now, mind you, most of my guy friends are gay, are queer, are not heterosexual. How many hetero male friends do I have? It's 1, 2. You know what? This is me counting for another day. If a man or if somebody gets mad at you for not just allowing men into your space, for you not entertaining men in the way that they feel like you should, just remember, from the words of a man, they speculate more often than they get involved. And that involves your personal life too. I have videos on here where there are boyfriends, where there are husbands that have put their wives, their girlfriends, the mother of their children in physical danger so that way they could hopefully get somewhere a little bit more safe. These are the protectors. These are the providers. That's their marketing. That's what they've been yapping about this whole time. But I have video after video after video, and if you're just paying attention to news cycles, and if your algorithm is picked up on this kind of content, you will see time and time again throughout history that the whole protect and provide, it's all in the marketing. It's all in the marketing. In the same way that as somebody that has lived in Spain, I will say that the idea of the romantic Mediterranean man, it's all in the marketing. It's all only in the marketing. I can't recommend the product. And it's the same thing for here, but that is another story for another day. Basically, I'm showing this video so that way if a man or if anybody comes up to you and it's like, what is it going to take? What is it going to take for you to be not completely open, but more open to talking to men, to engaging with them? 1, the man that is following this man and those kids need to not exist. They need to not exist. And while I recognize that, who's to say if that will exist that reality will exist within our lifetime. In the very least, significantly more men need to behave like, act like, in earnestness, not expecting anything in return, need to behave like the man that got in the middle. Be aware, pay attention. The way that, unfortunately, the vast majority of men, in my experience, they either see and turn the other way because they're delicate, or they're too oblivious in their own world to pay attention to anything other than the set of boobs that's right in front of them. That's just my experience. So if more men can pay attention or step in, make an active choice to step in, prove us wrong, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. I talk a lot of smack about men on this page. Prove me wrong. Not because you want to sleep with somebody, not because you want somebody to give birth to your kids, not so that way you can go and have another reason to be mad at your mom. No. In the very least, just prove me wrong. And until you can, I am keeping myself as safe as possible. Those 2 girls tried their best to keep themselves as safe as possible. And unfortunately, for thousands of women across the world, women and girls across the world, to our best efforts, it's not all men, but it's gonna be a man. These are my thoughts. Let me know yours. And please, for the love of God, stay safe out there.